Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Wentz. Forced out to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Wentz. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And Tate's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Golden Tate from 21 yards away. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Richmond. On 1st and 10, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Here's Watson on the sneak. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Watson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
Come back.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nate Gary. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground with a J. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 9, here's 2nd and 9.
Go. 46 down, man. 5-4.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That one goes for 24 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Carlos Watkins in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Play action. It's Wentz. Rolling to his right. Caught right side Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They fake the give. Now Wentz steps away to his left. And a tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jadeveon Clowney coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now a play fake. Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Come back, come back, come back, come back.
After the interception, here's Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Ajayi. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Being chased out left. Ertz has it left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. To throw on second is Watson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Here's Watson. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep. Wide open, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, and even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He completes it to Tate. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So after the run by Jay Ajayi, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Richmond.
The final shot before the break. Watson is going to fire one deep over the middle. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
3 down. Let's go. Lefty.
Right back to him on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second down, here's Wentz. On the crossing route, complete. It's Tate, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He got 29 yards that time.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Working from the gun, Wentz. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Covington able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Richmond.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a Johnny. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not got much success against him and his team.
Well, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Wentz to throw. Being chased out left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dumps it complete to Miller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a first down throw. Watson flushed out right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Target. Black 22. Black 22. Two jet. Target. Come back.
Watson on first down. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Watson underneath for Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller from 10 yards out. And the Texans get a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Spinning past him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
There's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. Are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Come back. Richmond. Hey, Blue 80.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
The best offenses and the ones that win.
The 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Richmond.
Here's Watson now on second down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful.